Hey, what's up? It's Roy here. So today I have a microphone here that I'm going to be doing a review on. Now this is from Deity. Now they were kind enough to send this out for review. This is the D3 Pro. Now this has been out for about a couple of years now, but in 2022, I think it is a solid choice if you are looking to upgrade your audio, if you are a new content creator, or if you have been someone like me, for example, that's been doing it for a couple of years now, and you just want to upgrade from what you bought when you originally started. And that's the case with me because I bought a micro little shotgun mic that I've been using off and on my channel for a couple of years. Most of the audio lately over the last year or so has actually been coming from Deity because I got the V.Lav mic on Amazon for like 40 bucks, and it has been a workhorse, awesome microphone for me. But the only downside to it is that I'm tethered to a cord to my Sony a6400, which isn't a bad thing considering most of my videos are talking head videos like this or unboxing videos. But every now and then, as my channel grows, I definitely want to get something that's a little bit more professional sounding. That's why I've been using this over here, where I mount my camera here and then I mount like a little shotgun mic up here, and I have it really close to my mouth and it sounds really good. There's been a few videos lately that I've been using it, and I actually have been getting some compliments from people saying, man, you sound really smooth, or oh, you sound really good in the video. And so the point is I definitely want to upgrade to something that a lot of the prominent YouTubers really sing praises about. So with this video, I'm not going to get lost in the weeds on the technical side of things. I'm going to do an unboxing, just kind of get it out, show you what comes inside the box, and then really just simply do some audio test, and you be the judge and tell me. So what I'm going to do is have it mounted on my camera. I'm about an arm's length away, where you usually want to be at least within 3 feet with a shotgun mic. I'm going to be a little bit closer than that, but we're going to do a test with it mounted with this angle. I'm going to try to figure out, because I don't think I have a long enough cable. I wanted to mount it here and have it facing here, but what I might do is just plug it in and then just scooch the camera as close as I can, so you might just really see like all my pores and everything on my face. But I want to have it as close to my mouth as possible, even like if I was like doing like a boom kind of mic thing, but I didn't have it in the shot. But you know, just kind of trying to figure out, you know, what does it sound like in a room environment like this. So let's get this open and let's figure that out. So first things first, like I said, let's get it open. So I have my handy dandy Father's Day gift thing from Carved. It's a unboxing knife, if you will. So I'm literally just gonna cut it open here and get it out. So when it comes down to it, I haven't even messed with this yet, guys. So this is straight up a true unboxing. I broke the seal just there because I don't really want to not share this experience with you, if that makes sense. So, so let's get this slid out here and let's see what we get inside the box. So that's it. So I'm gonna toss that over there, and let's look and see what we get. So inside the box here, it looks like we have just kind of like maybe some paperwork here. So let's get this out real quick and see. So a register card where you can register it online. And then it looks like we have just kind of like a user kind of product manual here, it looks like. A few different languages. Obviously, I'm going to want to use this side in English. I might be referencing this throughout the video as well, because once again, this is a little bit more technical of a microphone versus what I'm used to. I'm usually just used to the plug and plays, which this is pretty much like that. But there is a special treat on the back of this one. So yeah, so product manual, and then the main attraction. So it comes in this packaging here, as you can see. So pretty nice. One thing though that I did notice is that this is all that it is. So in a lot of the videos that I saw, now granted they might have gotten a better kit sent to them, but all the videos that I saw showed that it came in a really nice carrying case as well. And as you can see here, this one does not have that. So just something to point out if you do go on YouTube to watch some other guys talking about this microphone. They did have a very nice carrying case, but that's okay. I'm not gonna cry and lose any sleep over that. So inside the packaging, we have a couple of things here. So first things first is we have a cable here that, as you can see here, the unique thing about this microphone is that it's a smart microphone. So it's got a microprocessor inside of it that is going to figure out when you plug it into something, what is it that you're plugging it into. So that could be a smartphone, that could be your mirrorless camera or DSLR camera, it could be your tablet, whatever that has a 3.5 millimeter jack. It's going to automatically digitally handshake with that product and not make you have to figure out 4 or 5 different cables for which one works with what product that you own. Because I do own some other microphones that are that way, where it did come with 3 or 4 extra cables and they were labeled, one for smartphone, one for camera, etc., etc. So this is a one-stop shop. And the other nice thing about this is if you ever damage this cable, you can actually just buy a replacement one. So it's not like a proprietary type of thing where it's exclusively already, married to the microphone and you can't take it out. So this you can, which is nice. And of course it's that true Deity yellow. And then we also have a charging cable here, which is a USB-A to Type-C, if you can see that there. So you are able to fast charge this microphone. So it's got around a 320 milliamp battery already inside of it. And it's not like a one that you take out, it just stays in. And I do like that because it's not like a AAA battery or something that you have to replace. And if you do end up killing this, then it takes about 2 hours to charge it from 0 to 100%. You'll get about 51 hours of battery life out of this microphone, which is insane. But like I said, if you are in a pinch, then you can just plug it up. Like one of the videos that I was watching, a guy said he used it for like 4 or 5 hours and plugged it up and it was already back to 100% in like 20 minutes. So definitely with that USB-C charging, it's going to be able to charge very quickly. And then here is the product right here. So we have a very nice, well-constructed microphone here. So as you can see here, guys, it looks pretty dang nice. It is not the smallest microphone out there. If I could reach over, matter of fact, so like here's one of the microphones that I've been using, and you can kind of see the difference there. So definitely a lot bigger than obviously one of those microphones that are the micro versions, but this is something that's going to be more professional. Like I said, I would love to try to figure out how I can mount it to show you here, but I just don't have a long enough cable, unfortunately. But as you can see here, it is a very nice microphone. Now it's a super cardioid, if I'm saying that right, microphone, where basically it's going to pick up the sound in front of it, but it's going to do a really good job of trying to mask out the sounds on the sides, and especially on the back. Now, the other nice thing about this microphone is that there is a gain knob on the back here. And this was a first when Deity came out with this. So this was the world's first DSLR shotgun mic that came with a gain control on the back here. Now, what's nice about this gain knob back here is that it's linear, where that means that you can really dial in the gain all the way to plus 20 dB. But what's nice, like I said, is just on the fly. So if you were like, for example, unfortunately I can't do this in this video, but if I was fortunate enough to have someone recording me and checking my audio levels, they could actually on the fly do that and twist, and man, that knob feels good. It's very smooth and fluid. So kind of hard to explain how it feels, but it does feel extremely smooth here. And there's a little white dial here where it shows you like exactly where it's at. It goes all the way up to plus 10 on here, but like I said, it's plus 20 dB. You got your charging port here, output here. So we also do have right here, it says 75 and 150. Now, obviously you can see it better in the B-roll that I will be showing you as I'm talking here. But what this does is it allows you, it's a low cut filter that you can turn on and set it to 75 or 150. And that's essentially going to be helping with background sounds and things like that. Like on Deity's website, it says, you know, like if you're trying to get out like leaves rustling in the background or like low humming sounds, then you can actually turn this on. But if you do the 150, from some of the reviews that I've seen, it says it takes out the bass a little bit in your voice, which we will determine that here in just a minute. Another nice thing about this microphone is that it comes with this really nice shock mount here. So this is a Rycote adjustable cold shoe mount here. But the cool thing about this is actually if you are, it's kind of got like this dual setup here for the rings. But what's cool about it is you can smoothly move it back and forth. And what's unique about this mount is that that's a really cool feature, especially for someone like me who has a Sony a6400 camera that has the flip up screen and not the flip out screen. This is going to allow me to still use my microphone on top of the actual camera, but not banging up against my screen. Or for the people who are maybe trying to use their viewfinder on their camera, it's not going to be knocking you in your forehead because you can scoot it up and get it out of the way. Now, of course, that's going to move it further up. So if you're using like a super ultra wide lens, then obviously it might catch it a little bit in the shot. So you just got to think about those things depending on what lens and what millimeter focal length you're using. So enough about all this, all the technical stuff. I've actually talked way too much. So now let's go ahead and throw this on top and actually get to the audio test. So what I'm going to do is just mount it on top of my actual camera here. I'm not going to really do anything. I'll tell you what the settings are once I play around with it. So let's see what it sounds like. So let's go ahead and switch over right now. Okay, so here's the audio that you would be getting out of the microphone. So this is on the Sony a6400. I'm about arm length away if I was like vlogging, for example. So the microphone is pushed all the way up and it's about 18 inches, maybe less than that, away from my face. I have the audio recording level on my Sony a6400 set to 1, and I have the gain dial knob set to around 9 right now. Now I don't have the low cut filter turned on or anything like that. So just for fun, let's go ahead and set it to 75 and see what that sounds like. Okay, so right now I have it set to 75 hertz on that low cut filter. So I don't have the foam screen on either. I'll do a test with that in just a minute. But this is the audio with the exact same settings at 75 hertz. So let me know down in the comments, how does this sound at about 18 inches away from the actual microphone? So now let's go ahead and switch it to 150 hertz. And let's see if it takes away any of the bass in my voice. Okay, and here is at 150 hertz with the low cut filter. So once again, I won't know until post, once I slap it over here on my Mac Mini and start playing around with it. But at the end of the day, from everything that I've read and seen, that it's supposed to take out the bass in your voice a little bit around 150 hertz. But like I said, you let me know down in the comments if it sounds worse or if it can even tell, or if it just sounds like I don't have much bass in my voice either. But once again, exact same settings, setting 1 on my camera, around 9 on the actual camera, as far as, excuse me, the microphone. So now let's go ahead and actually do another test where I go back to not having it turned on with the low cut filter, but put the foam screen on, and let's see if that helps any, because really this helps with like those pop sounds, like when you say like like a P, you know, where it's like that very like sound. It's supposed to help with that a little bit. So let's see if it does. Okay, so here's the audio with the foam screen on. Same exact settings, just wanted to throw it on real quick and see if it sounds any better or helps with any of the, you know, sounds and things like that, to see if it helps with that just, you know, more aggressive sound. So once again, you let me know, does it sound any better or different being in my room with this actual foam screen on? So this is with no low cut filter. So now let's switch it to 75 Hertz. So sitting at 75 Hertz, this is the audio that it sounds like. So once again, let me know down in the comments with the foam screen, does it sound any better with the foam screen, or do you prefer it without the foam screen? So next, let's go ahead and do 150 Hertz and see what that sounds like. So this is 150 Hertz with the foam screen on, same exact settings, Sony a6400 set to 1, the gain knob set to around 9 on the actual microphone, arm length away with the foam screen on. So this is the audio you get at 150 Hertz. So the next test that I want to do is actually kind of playing around with the settings in the camera and dialing it back down a little bit on the actual microphone and having that set to maybe like around 6 or 7 and bumping it up a little bit in the camera and seeing if that does sound any better or not. So let's go ahead and play around with that and do it now. Okay, so I changed them up a little bit. So I dialed it back down to like right in between 6 and 7 on the gain knob on the microphone. And I actually bumped it up to 4 on my Sony a6400. So this is the audio that you would produce inside of a just environment like this in a room. Now my field monitor that I use here does have a fan that blows. So let me know too if you're hearing any of that hissing. You shouldn't, but I am curious down in the comments if you are able to hear it. But this is the sound that you would get at level 4 and the gain knob set to like around 6 or 7. So right now I don't have the low cut filter on. I'm arm length away once again. So now let's switch it over to 75 Hertz and let's see what it sounds like. Okay, so this is the audio with 75 Hertz turned on. So once again, low cut filter at 75 Hertz, my Sony a6400 set to 4, and the gain knob set to around 6 or 7 on the actual microphone. Now I do have the foam screen on right now. So once again, this is the audio that you are getting with this microphone. So let me know down in the comments how it sounds with this on at 75 Hertz with the settings that I've tweaked. So last one, let's go ahead and jump over to 150 Hertz and let's see what this sounds like. Okay, so 150 is turned on right now. So once again, all the same stuff, recording level set to 4 on my Sony a6400. I am about 18 inches away from the front of the microphone, and I have it dialed in around 6 or 7 on the actual gain knob on the microphone. So this is the audio that you are producing with 150 Hertz. The foam screen is on as well. So let me know if it does affect my bass and my voice once again, setting at 150. Okay, and so for this final test, I just wanted to scoot back a little bit, actually kind of like where I was originally sitting here at my desk. So I'm a little bit further back. I'm maybe about 2 feet away from the actual microphone. I did go back to setting my settings at 1 on the Sony a6400, and I have it set to 10 on the actual microphone with the gain knob on the back. I don't have the low cut filter turned on, but this is the audio you would get if you were a little further back from the camera. Once again, I'm shooting at a 16mm focal length, so I can even scoot back a little bit more, and the audio looks like it's coming in pretty decently, but you be the judge and let me know down in the comments. But guys, this is it. I went into a little bit deeper dive than I anticipated with this actual microphone, but I'm hoping that this does help if you are deciding to purchase a new shotgun mic for your camera setup. I think Deity makes a fantastic microphone here. The only thing that I've noticed just playing around with this a little bit is that the tightening of this shock mount here you got to get it really tight, because since it swivels back and forth, I've noticed that I thought I had it tight enough, and then I barely started moving it around and it started swiveling on me a little bit. So that would probably be the major knock with this actual shock mount. I think it's fantastic because I'm able to use my flip up screen right now. I have it flipped up with my field monitor also off to the side here as well. But with my other microphone, it always bumped the flip up screen, so it was always kind of tilted just a little bit on my screen. But with this one, there is no obstruction. It's not hitting it at all. So that is something that I really like. And I also really like that you are able to use this with a lot of different actual electronics and not have to buy 3 different cables, or keep up with 3 or 4 different cables. One cable, digital handshake with them, and boom, you're good to go. So let me know, guys, what do you think? Do you want to buy this? If you do, links in the description. Definitely, I think it's worth the money. You let me know and you be the judge. So hit that like button if you liked the video. If you loved it, please subscribe. Ring that notification bell for up-to-date content. Be safe, God bless, and I'll see you in the next one.